Hello everyone, welcome to the English class of Basava Residential Girls School. I am Kavita Victor, your English teacher. Today for the class 9 we will be learning the topic called tenses. So let's see how many tenses are there first. Okay, you all would have heard of them, but today we will go very much in detail so that from today you will never have any doubt regarding tense. Okay, so basically there are three tenses. The first one is present tense. Under present tense we have four categories: present simple or simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Same for the past tense as well: past simple or simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Future, future simple, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now we'll see present simple. What is present simple or simple present tense? It is a verb tense which is used to show repetition, habit or generalization. It is also used to talk about thoughts and feelings at the present moment. So basically it means the action which is happening now. So whatever is happening now or whichever action or event takes place on a regular basis. Okay, so any sentence, it can be any sentence can be written as a positive sentence, a negative or a question. So these are the basic types of sentences which we use in our daily conversation. So first we will see in a positive: she plays tennis. So this plays over here, can you see? Plays. So this plays is the verb. So the letter S is added to that verb to make it simple present. So in a negative it becomes she does not play. She does not play. Okay. And for a question, so how do we use it in a question? Does she play tennis? Does she play tennis? Okay. Now let's see more examples. My dad works in South Africa. Works. Usually in simple present all the words will end, most of the words for singular. For if the subject is singular it will be S. Works. The sun rises in the east. He is a very good brother. We love him. They both taste the same. I want a breath of fresh air. So everything refers to the now. Now. That is why it is called present simple. Okay. Now we'll see the structure of the sentence. So how can you construct a simple present sentence? Okay. Now we see here, for a positive sentence you will, what are subjects? Subjects means what the main topic of a sentence. So if we say, these are pronouns, we learnt it in the previous class, right? Pronouns I, you, we, they. For all these the verb will remain like. So I like coffee. You like coffee. We like coffee. The same way, if it is a singular subject it will be he likes coffee. She likes coffee. The same way, if you want to use it in a negative sense, if the subject is I, you, we or they, it will be do. I do not like coffee. We do not like coffee. She does not like coffee. For a question, how do you use it in a question? So here in a question what happens? the auxiliary verb comes first. See, here we had it, the same auxiliary verb, you have to use it first. That is how you will make a question. Do, see, for do we used it for all these, right? So for all these same subject or the same pronoun, we are going to use do. Do I like coffee? Do you like coffee? Do they like coffee? Now here we have does. Okay, so the question starts with does. Does he like coffee? Does she like coffee? Does it like coffee? This is how you will construct a present simple sentence. Okay. Now the next one is present continuous. So continuous means which happens, which is happening without stop, non-stop, it is going on happening. So it is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now. It is happening at the moment or now in a larger sense. Okay, the present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in the near future. Okay, now the same three formats. For positive, we will say you are learning English. You are learning. So the learn, that is the verb, right? We saw last time. So the verb learn will get an extension ing. So it becomes are learning. If you see ing, it is continuous tense. Negative sentence will be you are not learning English. Question will be are you learning English right now? So this is how you will frame sentences in a present continuous format. Let's see a few more examples. I am reading the book Tom Sawyer. He is studying to become a lawyer. My mother is cooking biryani. The dogs are barking loudly. So we'll see the structure. So the same. See, if you see here, the subject, the auxiliary verb, the main verb. So this staying is the main verb. Object is in London. So in a positive statement you will say I am. For I you have to use am staying in London. For you, we and they you use are. You are staying in London. We are staying in London. For a singular subject you would use he, she, it. We will use is. He is staying in London. So if it is a negative sentence you would say I am not staying in London. We, you are, we, you and they are not. You are not staying in London. We are not staying in London. He, she, it is. He is not staying in London. Now for a question format, see whatever was used here, these auxiliary verbs will become the first word in a question. So am I staying in London? Are you? So here we used are and here also we used are, right? So are you staying in London? Are they staying in London? Here we used is, right? So we have to use is he. Is he staying in London? Is it staying in London? So this is how you will construct a present continuous sentence. Next comes present perfect. Present perfect is a verb which shows that an action has taken place once or many times before now. So we don't know when it has taken place, okay, but the effect or the result is still present at the moment. But you cannot use it with the words such as yesterday, 1 year, last year, like that. So we will see exactly what it denotes. So the positive statement will be I have seen a movie. So for a perfect sentence you will always have the word have. So this have you should keep in mind for a perfect sentence. Okay, I have seen. and the verb seen will be the past participle form. This is the past participle. See, saw, seen. Okay, so the negative will be I have not seen that movie. Question is, have I seen that movie? So the example here we will see, she has painted some of the best portraits of recent years. Action has happened in the period of up to present. That means until now, from beginning, from some point until now it has taken place. But the same and it might also continue. But she painted some best portraits. That means it has finished. It has ended. That her painting the portraits has ended. So probably it might not continue. So this is the difference between simple past. See, this she painted is a simple past sentence. So simple past and past present perfect might be a little confusing, but you should always see that this has will be in a present perfect sentence. So has is a present tense, so it will be present perfect. That is how you have to differentiate. Now we'll see the structure. Same thing, but the auxiliary verb is going to be have. Has for singular and have for plural. So these two words are definitely going to be there in a perfect sentence, whether it is present, past or future. So positive, I have stayed in London. So here, even though, see, you should not get confused, because this stayed is a past tense, so you should never get confused. Even though it is ed and it is a past tense word, we are going to use have or has. So this have or has will denote whether it is a present tense. So for a past tense it will be had. So if it is have stayed, has stayed, it is definitely a present perfect, not a past perfect. Okay, I have not stayed. Then a question will be, you know now by now, right? So the auxiliary verb will come first. So have you stayed in London? Has he stayed in London? Has it stayed in London? Now the final one here, present perfect continuous. So the present perfect continuous is a verb which is used to show that an action started in the past and has continued to the present moment. Okay, so it has still continued. It started in the past, but it is still continuing. So some words, some phrases like for 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, since Tuesday, these are the durations which we use to denote it is a present perfect continuous. So the positive statement would be, they have been talking. So as you just learnt, talking ing means it is a continuous tense. Here we have been. So here one extra word is there, been. So if you see a word been, it will definitely denote that it is a present perfect continuous tense. So they have not been talking for the last hour. When it is a question, it becomes, have they been talking for the last hour? So here are a few more examples. So present perfect continuous tense, it will denote some action has been taking place for a particular time. So in a if it is present perfect, we didn't know for how long it took place or when it took place, isn't it? But in present perfect continuous, we know the time. See, here it is for the last hour. That means for the last 1 hour they have been talking. She has been working in that company for 3 years. So we have a specific time frame. In present perfect continuous, we will always have a time frame. James has been teaching since June for over 2 hours. So this is how we can find out. Okay. Structure. So what is the structure here? For a positive, it will be, I have been staying in London for 3 years. You have been, we have been, she has been staying. So if it is a negative, it becomes, you have not been. not been. She has not been. Now if it is a question, you know by now this have comes here and this been goes here. Okay, so the have comes here and been goes here. So have you been staying in London for 3 years? Has she been staying in London for 3 years? This is how you have to frame a proper question. Framing question is where many people get stuck. So you should learn the proper manner of framing questions. Okay, these tables, structure of each tense is very important. Please go back to it again and again until you are very thorough in framing proper sentences. Alright, now we have come to the end of part 1. I will see you in the next segment.